Everyone out there. This is John coming to you with another Section 8 landlord tip. And today is what I'm going to be explaining what we all want as investors and what we strive for, especially as gaining tenants and everything else. And a topic of this is called pride of rentership. Now, you've always heard of people have pride of ownership, but as a Section 8 investor or investor in real estate, we're looking for tenants who have pride in rentership. Now, there are people out there that are renting that care for their house as if they were their own. You see it in the poorer neighborhoods, you see it in the richer neighborhoods. You know that you saw someone else that live in probably in a bad community, and they go over their house and their house is spotless, or they take care of it, or they're doing the lawn, or it can be an apartment complex and you go inside and everything is immaculate. That's what we want, and that's what we strive for is pride of rentership. You know, you can drive in any expensive community or nice looking community and you won't see any trash out. You won't see any people. You'll see everybody working on their lawns. People waving at every car that goes by. Not a speck of trash on the street. When the garbage cans go in or when they come out, as soon as the garbage trucks leave, those cans come back in. Well, that's pride in ownership, which is almost equivalent to pride in rentership, but pride in rentership is that they don't own the property. And that's the kind of people that we want to have as Section 8 investors, and we want those kind of people in our properties. I know that you heard a lot about people talking about Section 8 is bad or they tear up your property, but that's not true. Some people, and a lot of them, have pride in this, but it's all to you how you're going to find these particular people. Now, one skill that I go over there is when somebody comes over my house and my property and looks at want to rent the property, I ask them, this is something I do to all of them, and I want to immediately go over their house. So if somebody tells me that they're living good and that it was the landlord's fault or they live spotless, they live really clean, they'll keep up the property, well, what more better way to do is to check their own house. Now, you have to realize that this is time consuming. So when you go over their house, you want to go ahead and make sure that they're telling the truth. So they said they want you to go over the house. This tenant you want them to be at least your house a minimum 5 years or 10 years. So it's worth 10 minutes of your time to go in their house and inspect it and see what they're living like. Now, if you go over there and you see that they're living right, you know you have a good tenant, and that person's going to have pride of rentership. So they're not lying. They're going to take care of your place. You don't have to worry about anything else. But if you go over there and you find out they got holes in the walls, big pots of grease. I mean, the stove is not taken care of. The refrigerator is dirty. The room is closed everywhere. That's how they're going to take care of your house. But the good thing another thing I like about pride of rentership, people who have pride of rentership, is that they take care of your house. You go over there and they'll say, well, John, I just wanted to do this for the house. I wanted to treat it like it's my own. I don't know. They will go ahead and clean the gutters. They will go ahead and mow the grass, or they'll plant flowers. Or they'll do something like saying, I wanted a new refrigerator. That happened to me. I wanted a new refrigerator, so I got one because I wanted one. They'll do all kind of stuff like that. Those are kind of things that you want to see when people have pride of rentership. How do we get pride of rentership? Well, obviously we have to have attractive product, because these people who have pride of rentership, they're not looking for somebody to deal with somebody that's not going to be taking care of their property. So they're going to go ahead and making sure that you have something to offer. If you want to have pride of rentership, if you have the best property on the market with all the bells and whistles out there for them, you're going to attract the best customer, the best client. And it behooves you to make sure that you are having several people to apply for your house, not just one, the first person has come, but you want to attract, a group of people, and then you want to make sure that they are adequate or they're going to be good enough. They're going to be taking care of the house, because nothing costs more than us as tenants, as landlords, than when somebody leaves and we have to pay a couple $1,000s to get the house back ready again. We're going to at least lose 30 to 60 days on getting another tenant in. So that plus we're going to try to have to fix up the property all over again. So we want to keep these people in as long as possible. So things that I conclude to make sure that I attract people, quality tenants, or pride of rentership is, I'm going to now go ahead and start doing. I used to be a person that just didn't want to give the tenants that much. So now I'm going to give them a little bit more. What it costs me differently to get from a white refrigerator to get a stainless steel refrigerator. What, $25, $50? That's what people want. what's going to cost me to go ahead and instead of carpet, put some laminate flooring on there? That's going to help the property more, or that's going to help the property more and help it have more value, and plus it's easy to take care of, and that's what they're going to like. Um, I also do things for my best tenants, like rewarding the kids with A's or something, or B's, and I'll go over there and give them $20. It's Thanksgiving time right now. I'm going to make sure that all of my tenants, starting tomorrow, starting today really, when you get this, that they all have a turkey, and we're going to do things like that. Um, Holiday, just all kind of things to make sure that our best tenants are staying our best tenants. And I'm going to do this to the people who have pride of rentership, that's taking care of their property, that I don't have to worry about anything. I have to let them know that they're appreciated. So that's what pride of rentership is to me. That's what I want all of you to get into. Just want to try to keep videos coming every week now on different topics. But make sure, if you ever want to reach out to me, make sure that you go to the link below and get the book. If you haven't got it, there's a lot of information in it. Also, there's going to be a link if you want to PayPal me and just want to thank me. Send some money to my PayPal account just to thank me for everything that we're doing and keeping up the good work. If it helps you, this volunteer, helps you. Also, if you want to reach out to me and talk to me, there's a link to talk to John. Also, if you want to buy any merch, there's a link below to talk to merch. Make sure you subscribe and like the channel. Remember, how long we keep our tenants in the property is how we're going to keep on making sure that we create wealth, that we keep on making money, and that we have passive income coming in. So let's start thinking about it and try to make sure that we're finding tenants that display the quality of pride and rentership. Talk to you later. Have a good day. Talk to you later. Make sure you go get the book. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.